Isaiah 53 is not about Jesus of Nazareth or even about a suffering Messiah. Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion, and Isaiah 53 addresses the suffering servant, and there are a handful of chapters that do the same within Deutero-Isaiah, the post-exilic composition that was later added to the pre-exilic book of Isaiah. And the suffering servant is a personification of corporate Israel, of the nation of Israel, and it's a symbol of Israel's suffering and oppression at the hands of other nations, and it's also a symbol of the hope and expectation for the future. It is not about the Messiah, who in this time period was certainly not expected to suffer, much less to die and be resurrected. The notion that Isaiah 53 was about the Messiah, if it predates the developing traditions about Jesus' resurrection at all, it probably only predates it by maybe a century at most. But I don't personally think that interpretation of Isaiah 53 predates Jesus' traditions about resurrection at all. I think that reinterpretation of Isaiah 53 was probably precisely an outcome of the followers of Jesus trying to reinterpret the Hebrew Bible in light of the developing idea that Jesus had to die and resurrect. See, they were probably expecting Jesus to deliver them temporarily from oppression under the hands of the Roman Empire. When Jesus was executed, they had to go back to the drawing board. And when traditions of his resurrection began to spread, that probably caused them to go back into the Hebrew Bible and renegotiate their understanding of the identity and the mission of the Messiah. And this gave rise to the notion of a suffering and a dying and a rising Messiah. I don't think there is strong evidence for a dying and rising Messiah anywhere prior to around 40 CE, when traditions about Jesus' resurrection begin to circulate. But Isaiah 53 is certainly not about that. It is certainly not about Jesus, and when it was composed, there was no notion that the Messiah would have to suffer or die or be resurrected. Isaiah 53 is about the personification of corporate Israel, of the nation of Israel, and the sufferings that the people of Israel had to go through. It is not about Jesus. It is not about a Messiah. And the fit for this video is Venom Lethal Protector.